Today is September 6th, and I want to bless the Lord. In everything, I must give thanks. Even though I found myself in a state that I don't like, but despite that, I still want to give God thank you. I just still want to say that God thank you because God has the final say, and God has been good to me. I might have demons and I'm going through a lot of problems, a serpent in the dream. It seems like everything that God has said about me and things that I know might not come to pass, but I still want to tell God thank you. So one of the things I really want to focus on something that I wrote, and I'm still speaking about the Ghanaian church and USA and what was done to me, and I really want to. These are things I cannot just sit home and pray about it, but these are things I have to raise awareness about because human being matter is not a matter of animals such as dogs, rats, roaches, and what have you. So the book that I found this morning, this is the book. The name of the book is Tear Down to Build Up, the story of a building wrecked. And when I look at words in this book, I can relate to these words. I came across the word passing, and other words in it. Me as a person, if I'm reading, if I'm recycling from books, I'm able to use this book in a way that I don't be defiled. So I went in the garbage and I got some books and I began to explain, to give my view about these books on Left 4 magazine. And one of Ghanaian pastor, the branch in Brooklyn, met me in the subway. And he met me in the subway and began to ask me about what I was holding in the suitcase. And I told him, oh, I have lots of books. And he asked me, what will you do with the book? And I began to explain my ideas to him. After I explained my ideas to him, this is when they plotted all these kind of things. One of the things, they call a bunch of places name as though they are giving diagram of the country. They call the name Taiji Street. On Taiji Street, there's a lot of churches on Taiji Street. Taiji Street runs from all the way to Richmond Road, or Noodle, where I graduated from high school. On Victory Boulevard is where the English branch is. And on Victory Boulevard, I have changed to all the men from one side to another side. And it spoke of Staten Island Mall. Staten Island Mall is like I'm no longer welcome. I take readings, like articles in the mall to places that I know that Ghanaian might have followed through me. Modeling is a career that girls are popular to be a model, and they make a lot of money. So I'm not jealous of the money that they make, but at the same time, I'm a Christian and I know that the root of evil is money. So I have to do ways that God is directing me to get out of what I'm going through, because I can't just sit down in the room and say pray about everything. Because some things you need talking about it about to the public, and then you can pray about it. So another thing again, Ghanaian, one of the strategies that they use, even though the student at Brooklyn College, she's really a fully student. I wouldn't really go to that extent where Ghanaian they going to rent hotel to punish her or punish me. I wouldn't go to that extent as a servant of God, governing a church or maybe a head of a church. The girl said that she got scholarship to attend NYU, and Ghanaian also at the second hotel they brought all their students from different branches, and there are also people in NYU. Speaking of Harry Potter and blah blah, and I'm going through a lot of deep witchcraft in my dream. And churches in USA, these are not churches that really going through obedient in the Word of God, using books. So in the church, God did not call us to use books to preach the Word of God. But if you have testimony and the books that you are reading, it kind of resemble, or maybe it's a similar ideas, you can throw light on it, but you should be a qualified person to talk about these things, because spiritual things and natural things are not the same. And USA is different. It's quite different from Africa, especially where Ghana comes from. You cannot compare USA with Ghana or Liberia. You cannot compare and resources and money. You cannot compare Liberia with British, with Great Britain, or even USA. We all know that in USA, people here make a lot of money, and more rich people live in industrial world. So I really want to lay out there people that are harassing me, such as police, such as foolish people in the bus, USA citizen, and foolish people in the movie stars sending transgender against me in the bus to ask for direction. I don't need the help of loser. In the beginning, I only pray alone and just walk and go and do my walking and have fun. At this point, I'm not begging for the help of a loser or a help from someone that's gonna bring me more problem.